everyone. I hope that you're doing great and that you are feeling great. And I want to make this video regarding self-esteem and raising our self-love and self-appreciation so we can basically love ourselves more. And it's through something that I read today that is called mirror work. And mirror work is something that has been introduced and pioneered by one of my favorite teachers, whose name is Louise Hay. And she is a wealth of resources which you can access online and on YouTube. And one of the things she works on is called mirror work. And basically, it's about learning to love ourselves more and more by looking at yourself in the mirror and saying nice things to yourself, like saying to yourself, I love you and I really care about you. I want you to be happy. There are a lot of affirmations. She even has a book about it. And so I gave it a shot today, and she advises to just get like a small mirror that you can put in your bag, or if you're a male, you can get a mirror that's suitable for you. And basically, as I was going through the exercise, I realized that I've come a long way in how I feel when I say these things to myself, whereas before it would have felt awkward and uncomfortable. Now I'm in a different place, in a better place. And this is something that we can all experience from what other people go through. They reach great levels of happiness and personal joy because they are at peace with themselves. So if you are working on your self-esteem, or if you think that there are areas in yourself like your confidence or your self-love or feelings of worthiness that you want to raise and improve and strengthen, then I invite you to discover mirror work. And if it's very difficult in the beginning, then it's great information for yourself to know that there's a lot that you can work on to enhance your self-love. And it starts with something as small as a mirror. And so as I was going through that thought process today, I had another thought, which is an exercise that you can use, especially whether you're single and want to meet someone, or whether you're already in a relationship. This is something that for some reason I just thought, what would it be like to look at yourself, read your own marriage vows or your own wedding vows to yourself in the mirror. Because what ends up happening a lot is that a tendency in human society, in cultures, or in human nature, is to look for validation from our partners and to seek love from a beloved. And this is why many times we are so eager to have a partner, to find a mate, and it's because we're looking for them to love us. And my thinking and my invitation to you is to consider whether, if you find yourself unhappy with your relationship status, then I invite you to try this exercise whereby you read your own wedding vows or your own marriage vows to yourself. In other words, what do you expect your partner or your future partner to give to you? Or what are your expectations from them? And then, are you able to actually give that to yourself? Because how can we expect something from someone else at a level that is so basic and intimate if we cannot give it to our own selves? And so it's basically what one of my teachers says, which is looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for validation, looking for approval, looking for love from other people, and especially one other person, typically. And so the thing is that nobody else can ever really give us what we need when we have our internal needs, our inner needs. And it first comes, it's most important to first have a solid foundation within ourselves. And so this is why I invite us to try this exercise. Um, Taking your mirror or looking at yourself in any mirror and then reading your own wedding vows to your own self. And then notice how it feels. And then recognize that this is what you expect from someone else who ultimately is a stranger in the beginning, who doesn't know you, but for romantic purposes, you come to like each other, and then you expect a lot of big things from them. So ask yourself if you are already able to give yourself this promise. And I researched some different marriage vows that are out there, and depending on the faiths. And if you want to take your own religious views and then take a look at the vows, you'll find that they are very deep and very profound. And so this is something so self-loving that you can do, is if you can read these statements to yourself, you will feel what it is like to say that and to support yourself and to encourage and boost yourself. And some of the deep things that they say is to worship and to respect, for better and for worse, for richer and for poorer, in sickness and in health, to be loyal and faithful, and to cherish till death do us part. And it's really nice when someone else says it, but it's even nicer if we can say it and mean it to ourselves, because you will always have yourself, you will always be your own best friend, and that's what we really want in order to live a joyful and content and satisfying and really rich life experience, where we can love ourselves enough to allow ourselves to be loved in a healthy manner by everyone else in our lives. So that's my message for tonight, is to have fun with mirror work, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!